A long time ago, beyond the hills and fields, there was a quiet village surrounded by a forest called the Whispering Woods. The villagers called it that because on windy nights, the trees seemed to whisper secrets. But no one dared enter the forest. They believed a witch lived there, a strange and powerful woman who cast spells and brewed potions. Stories said she could turn you into a frog or make your voice disappear forever. Children were warned. Stay away from the forest. The witch is always watching. But not all children listened. Ilara was a curious little girl who loved animals more than anything in the world. One evening, just as the sun dipped below the hills, her little gray kitten, Misty, chased a butterfly and ran into the forest. "Misty, come back!" Ilara cried, running after her. The trees grew taller, darker, and denser as she ran deeper into the woods. Strange sounds echoed all around. Owls hooted, branches creaked, and the wind whispered her name. Just as the first drops of rain began to fall, Ilara spotted a faint green light glowing through the trees. She followed it, her heart pounding, and came upon a crooked little cottage with a roof thatched in moss and windows that flickered with candlelight. She took a deep breath and knocked. The door creaked open slowly. There stood the witch. Her hair was long and silver like moonlight, and her cloak shimmered like the night sky. Her eyes were golden, glowing in the dim light. I'm sorry to bother you," Ilara stammered, clutching her wet dress. "But my kitten is lost. Can you help me?" The witch stared at her in surprise. "You are the first villager who has spoken to me kindly in many years," she said softly. "Come inside." Ilara stepped in and gasped. The cottage was filled with wonders, floating candles, jars of stardust, books that turned their own pages, and a raven perched on a branch growing right through the ceiling. The witch reached for a bottle filled with blue mist and poured it into a silver bowl. "This is a seeing spell," she said. "Let's find your little one." She whispered a few words, and the mist swirled until it showed Misty, safe but tangled in a bush, not far away. The witch looked at her raven. "Fly to her. Bring her back." The raven cawed once and flew out into the rain. Moments later, he returned with Misty, damp and meowing in his claws. "Misty," Ilara cried, hugging her kitten tightly. Thank you so much," the witch smiled. "Not all witches are wicked, my dear, but people fear what they don't understand." When Ilara returned to the village, she told everyone the truth. The witch wasn't cruel or dangerous. She was kind, wise, and lonely. At first, no one believed her. But slowly, one by one, villagers began to visit the Whispering Woods with offerings of flowers, fresh bread, and hand-sewn gifts. The witch, once feared, became their friend and protector. She helped heal the sick with her potions, taught children about the stars, and sent her raven to guide travelers safely through the forest. The Whispering Woods no longer felt dark or frightening. Instead, they were filled with light, laughter, and a little bit of magic. And the witch no longer alone watched over them all from her mossy cottage beneath the whispering trees.